Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. So today we're gonna spill some tea, or yeah, today's gonna be shady. Anyways, before we get started, let's look at today's fan art. So this is today's fan art. Thank you so much for drawing this. I really like the eyebrows, the beanie, and the eyes a lot, just because I feel like they all look very much like mine. So I really appreciate that, as well as the blank stare of me being like, what the fuck? Because that is generally what I'm like on this channel. So thank you so much for drawing it. I will have the link to the artist in the description, and anyways, let's get on with the video. Okay, so I asked on Twitter if you guys wanted me to talk about some of the beauty gurus that I don't like. And the overwhelming answer was yes. I'm checking as we speak, and I have not yet received a no. In fact, I've received more yeses. Someone said ready to spill the tea. This cup is the only good thing to come out of UC Irvine. Anyways, so today's topic at hand is Laura Anything for Views Lee. And I know that there might be some fans who come across this, and I'm just gonna say this really fast. It's okay if you like her, it's okay if I don't like her. I'm not saying she deserves death. I'm not insulting her in any way. I'm just gonna point out things that I personally don't like, and I'm entitled to not like them, and you're entitled to like them, and we can all live, because in the end, they're just beauty gurus. The only thing that they talk about is makeup, and it's not that deep. Okay, now that we get that out of the way, one of the first things that bothered me about Laura Lee was some of her pronunciation of some words. And I know that people have difficulty pronouncing some words. I know that people have accents, but they're two words. They're two words that for me, I just cringe. One of them is oil. She pronounces it oil. Oil. She pronounces it oil.
Oil control.
Then the famous other word, concealer. She says concealer.
Concealer.
Okay, getting those out of the way, those are just pet peeves. Like when people, you know, when people say a word that ends with ing, like talking, and they say talking and looking, Toddy does that. Anyways, the next thing that has always bothered me in the deepest depths of my soul is their subscribe song. I just always thought it was really unimaginative, uncreative. Like, of all the ways you could ask someone to subscribe, your song is gonna be subscribe to my channel before you leave, subscribe. Because I could make a song like that in like 2 seconds and it would still be probably just as bad, but maybe a little bit more creative. Fuck off from the planet before I kill you. Fuck off. Done. More creative, and that's sad.
Share and subscribe to my channel before you leave. Subscribe. Share and subscribe to my channel before you leave. Subscribe.
Recently, Laura Lee came out with a palette, and I'll put a picture of that somewhere here. And to me, that palette was disastrous, like absolutely disastrous. Obviously, I didn't order one because I'm not about to spend $40 on neutrals that I already have and that are probably already better made by other companies that are actually professionals in makeup. I'm looking at this palette right now, right? So first of all, on her website, it's called Laura Lee Los Angeles. And I was like, didn't you move from Alabama like 2 years ago? Isn't this still like a recent move? So it confused me why it was Los Angeles, because her whole thing is that she's like a Southern belle. She has like the Alabama vibe, which is what makes her different to a lot of people. The packaging looks very Claire's. And I mean that in the most offensive way possible. Okay, so let's analyze the packaging for a second. So the box itself has roses, okay? Huh. If you look at them really closely, it looks like they're the same rose, copy and pasted. Anyways, aside from that, so the outside of the box is roses. Then you take off the paper box, the carton, whatever, and the actual palette is glitter. And it says Laura Lee Los Angeles. Okay, and in the corner it says cat's pajamas. Okay, so cat's pajamas is a way of saying that something's cool. Apparently, I'd never heard of it, but I digress. And then on the inside, there's roses again, okay? And the names are based on stuff she's said, I guess. I think that's what I've heard. I honestly think it would have been cute to play like a game on cat's pajamas, because yes, it's a way of saying cool, but it would be cool if you had names inside that were referring to cats, just so it's like a game of words kind of. I thought that would be cool. But this is the thing. The carton has roses. What do you do with a carton usually? You throw it away, right? So what you have left is glitter and then roses inside, which to me seems inconsistent. The colors themselves are nothing to write home about. They look like any basic Morphe palette, except that it's like double as expensive than a Morphe palette that has like 20 million more shades, but okay. If you click on her fashion, I hadn't seen this stuff. Oh, I wish I really hadn't. So there's multiple subscribe to my channel before you leave, and a font that looks worse than Comic Sans. I'll put in a picture. Then she has generally stuff with cats, like a hoodie that says meow, which honestly I feel like I've seen that sold at Forever 21, and that's $40 for a crop hoodie. $25 for a hat that says meow. Then she has a hat that says queen with a K. What? This is so freaking random. Like, I mean, the cats thing makes more sense because cat's pajamas or whatever, but what? Moving on from all of this, I feel like she's very drama prone. I've seen so many Snapchat rants of hers posted onto YouTube where it just seems like she's getting mad over really small things. I've also seen that when she launched her cat's pajamas, there were like a couple of people who left comments saying, oh, I'm not gonna buy this. But a lot of the comments that I saw weren't particularly negative, and Laura Lee went as far as to comment on the picture of one of the people who commented on her picture saying, oh, you're so pretty, too bad you have an ugly personality, or something like that. If I find it, I'll put it somewhere here. But Laura Lee is notorious for getting really angry over any kind of criticism, whether it's positive or negative, which is kind of ridiculous because once you have over 3 million subscribers, you obviously have way more support than pissy comments. So if there's a comment that you don't like at that point, I don't see why you wouldn't answer. Now, when you're a smaller creator, I can see why it would get to you because you get less comments. So when you have those few negative comments, they might seem more important or something. It's just wild to me that someone with 3 million subscribers would get pissed at the few comments that are just like, I don't want to buy this palette, because in the end you're entitled to not buy the shitty palette. Which reminds me, if you want some A-class entertainment, you should follow Thomas Halbert on Twitter. The Shade. Another thing that has been on my radar in terms of Laura Lee is that I know that there was that whole scandal with her and Manny MUA with Morphe a while back where where her and Manny were saying, oh yeah, we're gonna go buy everything at Morphe, and then they got it all for free. And I have no problem with that. Like, they're influencers, like they get shit for free all the time. But the more hilarious thing is that after, when people were commenting like, dude, why did you say you were buying when you got it for free? She like flipped a shit and said, oh yeah, I went there with the intention of buying, but I got it for free. And she was like all angry. And I'm just like, people are genuinely just asking a question. They're not saying you're a piece of shit. It's just, it's true. It seemed inconsistent. And once it's explained, it's fine. But it's just like her reaction was so damn aggressive. It was just ridiculous. I'm like, just say I got it for free. What's the big deal? Last of all, her voice. And I don't like to judge people against their voices because everyone has their own voices. Mine is probably annoying to some people, that's fine. But I do find that with her personality and her voice combined, it becomes very uncomfortable to watch. You know, when kind of like when we watched Amos, right? The pedophile dude. So his voice becomes doubly annoying because what he's saying is really fucking stupid. If you have an annoying voice, but you're saying something that's intelligent, or you're a fun person with a great personality, I won't give a shit. The thing is, when you have an annoying voice and your personality matches that voice, that's a problem.
Chloe.
From Australia.
From Australia.
Oh my god, I'm so unique.
The world down under.
Anyways, guys, I hope this was somewhat interesting to you. Let me know if you want me to make this kind of like a series, whether it's like a shady tea time kind of thing, or just talking about beauty influencers specifically. But anyways, let me know what you think about this, and thank you for watching.
Subscribe to my channel. The more you leave. Subscribe. And subscribe to my channel.